everyone, it's Christina from the DIYmommy.com, and today I want to share with you some DIYs that you can make with your Cricut machine right at home. I partnered with Cricut today, who's sponsoring this video, to show you some DIYs you can make with your Cricut using little scraps and supplies that you might just already have on hand. I feel like Cricut has done such a good job making so many resources available to us. They've actually put out tons of free images you can use on Design Space right now, so I'm going to link to those down in the description box below. Those are going to help you make lots of projects at home for free. Plus they have tons of other project ideas that you can make at home, so I will link to those below as well. If you're new to Cricut, you don't have one, or you just got one and need to know how to use it, I did a video all about my Cricut and I will link to that down in the description box below as well. Ready to get crafting? Let's get started. The first project I want to show you today is a really adorable little plant pot. So I found this terracotta pot at Dollar Tree a little while ago and I had it in my crafting stash. It's just a simple terracotta pot. And to give it more of an antique look, what you can do is take any sort of white paint. You can use acrylic paint or use chalk style paint like I'm using here. Find a brush, put a little bit of paint onto it, dab any of the excess paint off onto a newspaper or a napkin, and then quickly brush it over your terracotta pot. Just nice quick little strokes, and this is called dry brushing. It's going to give your pot a cute antique look. Once the pot is dry, you're ready to create the decal. Now, before my American friends start commenting, I say decal because I'm up here in Western Canada. I know you say decal. I think that's what it is, decal. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking this image. I found it for free on Cricut Design Space, and I love it. It's such a sweet image. Could be very cute for a t-shirt or a greeting card. But here I'm just cutting it onto some scraps of Cricut vinyl that I already had on hand. And you don't need very big scraps for this project. I'm just using pieces of vinyl that are approximately 3 inches tall by 3 inches wide. So I cut all of the different elements of this design onto a few different colors of vinyl, just ones that I had on hand. I'm taking Cricut transfer tape and I'm placing it on top of the vinyl cutouts, and that's how I'm going to transfer these designs nicely onto my little pot. I just gently take off the Cricut transfer tape, and then first of all I'm putting this bloom and grow onto the pot. You can just gently place your vinyl decal onto the plant pot and then take the little Cricut tool here and firmly press it onto the plant pot. And then gently take off the transfer tape and you have your vinyl sticker nicely onto your pot. And then you can just repeat this with all of the rest of the elements of this cute little design. I think something like this would be a really great gift. You could drop it off on the porch of a neighbor or on the porch of one of your family members. Place a cute little succulent or a spring plant in there, and it would be such a nice gift full of love and hope for someone special. I truly loved all the layers in this design, and it was so fantastic that it was on the Cricut Design Space for free. I'll make sure to link this design that's on Cricut Design Space down in that description box below if you want to use it for your project as well. The next DIY I'm going to show you is a thank you card. This is a small little card, so again, it's a great scrap buster if you have some scraps of cardstock around. I just had a whole bunch of different colors and patterns, and so I'm going to use what I have to create sort of a shabby chic, boho, mix and match sort of card. This one was also free on Cricut Design Space, and I will make sure to link it down in the description box below, this square floral thank you card. So I'm just following all the prompts on Cricut Design Space. I am using my Cricut Explore Air 2 to cut this out. I'm using this machine for all of the projects featured in this video, and I'm cutting out everything on some different scraps of cardstock. The nice thing about this particular card design is you could use all sorts of different colors of cardstocks. You could use solids, you could use patterns, and create lots of different cards. This card says thank you, so it would be a wonderful thing again to put on the porch of one of your neighbors, a family member, and just thank them for being there for you over the last few weeks. Once everything is cut out, you can go ahead and assemble the card as per the photo that came with this Cricut Design Space file. I'm using a glue gun to put everything on here because it's what I had on hand. I wish I had some different glue, but again, the whole point of all these projects is just kind of using what you have. And for this project, the glue gun worked just fine. This design file also has this very nice envelope that came with it as well, so I'm just using my glue gun to adhere this envelope together, and it makes such a sweet little duo, this card and this nice envelope. Now let me show you how to make a t-shirt, and this one I think is perfect for right now. It's going to say Let's Stay Home. So Let's Stay Home was a file that I had to purchase, but I think it was only $1.29, but the little heart was a free image file on Cricut Design Space. So I actually set this all up. I will link to this file down in the description box below if you want to make this exact same t-shirt. I'm using scraps of Cricut iron-on that I already had on hand, again, just smaller pieces, and all of the different words in this design are cut onto a different color of iron-on, and that's what makes it a wonderful scrap buster project as well. So once everything is cut out onto my iron-on, once everything's cut onto your iron-on, you can go ahead and weed out that excess iron-on material. And then I had this t-shirt on hand as well. It's the Cricut t-shirt, but you could use any plain colored t-shirt that you have. And then you can lay out the iron-on in the design that you'd like. And I'm using my Cricut Easy Press 2 to adhere the iron-on pattern onto my t-shirt. You could use all sorts of different color combos. I loved using this little scrap of glitter iron-on material that I had to make that homeward nice and sparkly. Once everything is adhered onto the fabric, you can pull the backing off of the iron-on, and you have a wonderful t-shirt for staying home in and lounging around in. The final project is definitely the easiest, but also the cutest. I found this free image again on Cricut Design Space, a cute little fox, and I just simply cut it onto a scrap of vinyl, and I love this little floral vinyl. And then you can just go ahead and weed out all of the excess vinyl, gently pull off this decal off of the backing, and place it onto a mug. Now this mug I found from the dollar store, and you can just make sure that it's very, very clean before you put on your vinyl so that it adheres properly. Press it on, and you have a sweet little mug to enjoy your next latte in. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you found it inspirational as you craft at home over the next little while. Let me know down in those comments below what you thought of these DIYs and which one was your favorite. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more DIY and decor ideas on a budget. And I'm gonna leave some more videos that I hope you guys will love right up here.